Hey everyone, back again. Another video today. I was going to hold off until all the packages arrive to do the Temu package unboxing and first impressions, but one of them is missing, and it just happens to be the infrared night vision binoculars that I ordered. Temu, they sent notices telling the company to ship it, and they never did. And then the day it was supposed to arrive, they finally shipped it like that evening, and they shipped it through some shipping company, and that shipping company says that it's gonna be like a week and a half or so before I get it. So I really don't know. I don't know when it's gonna show up. Let's see. I don't know. It's gonna be a bit, but right now I have the rest of the items, and the first item that arrived was the metal detector, and it embarrassed my mailman because they shipped it like a sex toy. And God, I hope that it is an actual metal detector and not a sex toy that's designed to look like a metal detector, because that would be awkward at best. Because it's like, how do I re-gift this? It's like, here, go screw yourself. You think of me when you're using this. So, starting off with that, since it was the first to arrive, let's see. Okay. First unwrapping. GP pointer, 360 degrees side detection with pinpointing tip. Let's see, we got audio and vibration alert. Okay, came with a sealed battery, a bungee cord, carrying deal, which the way that it's designed actually looks like it goes in this way. Yeah, it goes in that way. They had it in upside down, but see how this is, because this is supposed to be like waterproof or watertight. Yeah, looks like it's got a decent O-ring. O-ring's a little loose. Here. Yeah. That little O-ring in there. Very thin O-ring. So it's actually not it doesn't stick out past the lip. It's actually inside the lip. So that actually takes away from the waterproof ability, but I do have a whole bunch of O-rings that this might actually work with. Why are you licking the bed? You're weird. But yeah, I've got O-rings. This is the little metal piece for this deal. So let's get the battery opened up here and test this out. Got a few metal items here lying around. Kendall batteries. Kendall. So let's see. Do they have? Okay, so it's not like an actual push on. The battery just sits in the hole. So that's interesting. I've never actually seen something like that before, and it doesn't have anything that actually holds it. It's literally just a chunk of foam in there that's battery shaped. So that's interesting. Let's see. Let's see. On has a... I'm guessing that is... Okay. Let's see. Get my forceps. Yeah. Yeah. That's annoying. Let's see what it actually says, because turning it on, that thing just goes crazy. Press and release the power button while holding the metal detector away from tame objects. The white LED will illuminate and several brief audio beeps will occur, indicating the metal detector is ready for use. Audio and vibrate alerts. So, yeah, I'm literally. I'll turn it on. You know. Okay, I have to hold it over my head to turn it on, because apparently if you get... That is extremely powerful. Yeah, I'll keep my thumb over the beeper. Yeah, that is... I'm gonna try something here real quick. Okay. Okay. I wonder. I think the reason why this thing was freaking out is because they used a metal ring. And, I mean... Yeah, that's crazy. It does work as a metal detector, but the function of it is a little questionable. It has a really good build and feel to it. I wish that there was a way to turn off, like, the beeping, like if I just held the button down and it turned on without the beeping, or hold the button down while it's on and it turns the beeping on. That should be how it works, but it's interesting. It's pretty sturdy built. mean, very, very, very bulky plastic, very heavy duty feel. But again, it is an awkward setup to where, why is it going crazy beeping like that? So, and there's literally nothing in the manual. The manual tells you how to use it. Left to right scanning, pinpoint battery replacement. But literally, it just turning it on. Turning it on is literally one paragraph right there. Power switch. That's it. The power alerts. It just tells you that there is, and tells you when turning it on to turn it on away from anything that's metal. And I'm sure if you're out in the middle of nowhere, that should be a little bit easier to do. But again, it's really weird that it's like on, buzz, buzz, buzz the entire time. I mean, it technically does what it is advertised to do. So I can't really fault it for that. Although it is extremely annoying that it beeps that loud and that much. For what I paid for it, it's actually not that bad. And when I go up to my property, there's a lot of areas of my property that are questionable with all the, wood and frames that are there. So I might use something like that to find all the nails and screws that have fallen out. And we'll go from there. So it might actually be useful for that, or at least going to the beach here and, finding lost rings and just playing around. But definitely not waterproof with that very, very thin, poor excuse for a O-ring. I mean, but you're not going to get top tier quality for something that cheap. This next one was the binoculars, the regular ones. I think these were 8 by 21 or something like that. 8 by something. Let's see. Made in China. Regular box, just mountains on one side and a building on the other. Got a cleaning cloth. Those who have glasses know not to use this crap because it collects dust and small particles, and then when you try to use it on glass or lenses, like plastic lens, poly lens and stuff, it scores through the lens. Never use this. Trash. When you're using that stuff, these, wipe, throw away. Cannot express that enough. Very tiny, dainty little pocket pouch deal. Got a full-size sandwich bag on here. Ugh. Very, very small. And again, I hate these little tiny plastic cords. Little tiny plastic cords that they use. I mean, I get it. It's lightweight, so technically it's not that bad, but it's ridiculously lightweight. Let's see. There we go. Okay, yeah, the left eye. There we go. The right eye. Okay, this has a... Okay, so... Yeah, it has the singular adjustable. Where is it? There it is. It has this singular side adjustable so that you can adjust, your eyes, each one. When this one's zeroed, it is not the same setting as this one at its point. So I had to go an entire 1.5 turns. If you could see the difference in the size between this gap and this gap. So it is a little wonky, but when they are, matching up, take my glasses off, that way I can actually get a good view on this. Let's see. There we go. Oh yeah. Let's see if I can read a label from here. Okay, so we're at about 14 feet, give or take. And let's see. So I'm going to read the label on. Okay. Job select from food handler, powder-free black nitrile gloves, large, grande, grand. Let's see. Wireless charger. Let's see. What else can I read? Okay. About Model 4 premium antenna. Yeah, I can read stuff. I mean, the print on them boxes. Yeah, the print on the premium antenna is, let's see, is this small of print. It's this small of print on that package, which is right around 14 feet away. This is really good. Having that adjustment between the two eyes, my eyes aren't the best, but still, having that slight change is good. That's your size right there, 500 by 25. And I don't know what that size is, the meters or whatever. I read in freedom, not British. So, dang good pieces of equipment. Something small I can fit my hand like this. This will be good for private. PIs and stuff, something that you stick in your pocket and whatnot. Definitely won't use this little piece of plastic string that they have here. That'll be, let's see, can I get that off of there? Is that something that can be pulled out? I don't think so. Because I don't need it and I don't like it, and it is Garbaggio. I'm going to snip that. There, I feel better. No more little plastic cord. Garbage. Yeah. Don't need that little plastic cord on there. These work fine. Look beautiful. Nice, clear objectives. Clear lens. No damages, no nothing. Looks gorgeous. I mean, being able to actually, use pocket binoculars like this, that's fancy. And they're really lightweight. It's lightweight in the fact that, it's not, some monstrous thing. Like 12-ounce can. I literally took like one sip out of this. It is a third, maybe a quarter of the weight. So we're talking like 4 ounces, maybe. But it's actual metal. This is actual metal. Here, where's the little damn ring? Here it is. This is actual metal. That's actual metal. It's painted metal, but it's metal. I mean, that is great. That is fancy. I like that. I mean, that is a very, very good piece of equipment. That will be going into my search and rescue patch. So that's going into search and rescue as a good tool for use. So one meh item and one good item. Now onto the multiple items, because this is how they shipped the wok and the other items. Oh man, that reeks. Again, fabric, any fabric that comes from, Ding Dong China reeks heavily. So it's a package instead of a package. Okay, there's that. There's the camo netting. And here is the wok. The wok of shame. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, much bigger than the other one that I had. Much bigger. Still roughly the same thickness. So you get a little cocaine in there. It says on there 34 centimeter. I'm sure if you guys can see that right here. Let's see if I can get a light on there. There it is. 34 centimeter. So I don't know. Let's see. Do I have a thing on here for that? Well, 34 and a half centimeters. 34 and a half centimeters. And for us Americano, 13 and a half inches. 13 and a half inches across. That'll definitely be a good walk for out at my property. Something for a good thing of soup, some stock. Heck, I could even do my chili in here, because my chili, You brown your meat, you add your ingredients to the meat after it's been browned. And when you brown your meat, and halfway through browning your meat, you add the seasoning to the meat. You don't add the seasoning to the rest of it. You add it to the meat. That way the seasoning is into the meat itself. The juice is in the meat. You half brown the meat. Add your seasoning. Cook the meat fully. Let it cool so it absorbs that flavor again. Bring it back up to temperature to where it starts to sizzle and you get the smoke and steam coming off. Then you add your wet ingredients to it. That's how you get the flavor into the meat. That makes a good hearty chili. So that's a good pan. And nice, thick metal, actual stainless steel metal. You can tell that it was spun on a mandrel. You can actually see the mandrel indent here. So they pin it in like that, and they spin it, and then they run it out on the wheel. Hammered it in. Handles on there, absolutely tight. I mean, you can tell it's tight because it actually warped the metal around the studs. So these handles are not coming off. They're not. You're gonna break them. You're gonna break the metal before the actual handle comes off. But that's good. That's good. Heavy duty. I'm gonna wash this up and use it today. I'm gonna make something today. What? I'm not sure, but I'm gonna. Smells funky, but it is camo netting, and camo netting always has a funky smell. Let's see, we got cheesy white zip ties to go on a very cheesy, cheap camo netting. I mean, it's very thin material, very thin. We're talking like plasticky type of fabric. It's like a very thin tarp material, but it is as advertised. What I'm gonna do here real quick is make a huge mistake in opening this in the house where I don't have room to fold it up when I'm done with it. So bear with me while I screw myself. Okay. Well, they just took the end seam of something and just chopped it off to make. It's literally an end seam that's been hacked off and turned into something to tie it with. I mean, it is camo netting. Yeah. Camo, lightweight. Absolutely reeks of plastic camo netting smell. Anybody who served in the military, my fellow military veterans, we all know the smell of military camo netting, tents, tarps, anything military really that's been stuck in a military holding facility. You're checking in on equipment and gear, and you know that smell. You know that reeking, nasty smell. So, my fellow military members know that smell. We understand that smell, and it's a smell that you kind of get accustomed to. For the price, decent. Something, you know, I can see using this on my ATV just as something to drape over it. Also, possibly running some lines through the outside edges. You know, like fold over the edges, run some lines through them, stitch it up, and then turn it into a camo tarp where the outside edge is sealed and strong, and then I can actually put this up as a cover for when I'm out camping. I mean, it does reek, but that is par for the course for camouflage. I can actually see a seam where they have tied two ends together to make one. You can see the string. String like this tells you that this is two parts that have been combined together, and you can actually see that right there, one piece to the second. So this is two pieces that have been mended together. They didn't quite have enough material and whatnot, but camo netting is camo netting, no matter where you go. So another good product. Granted, I don't like these white zip ties. These white zip ties are junk. They should provide olive drab or a dark green zip tie to go with it, or even better, brown zip ties. That way, you know, it matches and you don't have these big chunks of white everywhere. So swap these out for brown ones and it'd be golden. Also, probably better if you did like a ball and bungee. Like do like a 3-inch ball and bungee and send those, because then at least you can undo it at any given chance instead of zip ties. So zip ties, these are going to go into my electrical bin for electrical crap. What was the other thing that I got? Oh yeah, the tool bags. I was like, man, this feels like fabric. It's a 3-pack of tool bags. Pardon the crinkles. Okay, first one up. New Shark. Like they don't speak English very well, so they look up popular words in English and then just combine them. Decent zipper. Ooh, wow, that is an actual bag. Actual canvas stitched together, internal nylon lining, square base, actually stitched square base. Loose thread. Seam stitched on the inside. That's a plus. I've seen so many of them where it's just folded fabric in and then stitched. This is an actual seam. It is an actual seam. That is a coated seam. That is an actual coated seam. That is good. I mean, that's surprising, especially with how cheap these are. Little cheesy clip here, but man, it is spring loaded, so that's a good thing. I would never hang the tool pouch, but it works, and what I can do now is I can separate my metric from my SAE wrenches, and then do a pouch here for my ratchet sets, because I have my little ratchet set and then I have my big ratchet set, and all the parts are just kind of strewn about in my toolbox. So I can now separate them to their own factors. So the black one seems to be good. Go to the next, the tan. Both dogs have officially passed out and are snoring. Okay. Okay. Still new shark. Again, same deal. Same clip. Good seam on the outside. Good zipper. It's not heavy duty. It's not heavy duty, but it is. It's more of a medium duty. It's not that cheesy plastic. And again, fully sealed and seamed. Fully seamed inside. Liner, vinyl liner, or not vinyl, but poly liner. That nylon fabric. All corners are seamed properly. There's no big chemical smell. So the tan is also good. Let's see if this one shows up. Kind of. I hate the way they put everything in plastic, but I guess, you know, when you're shipping stuff on a shipping container, you kind of want it in plastic so that, you know, stuff doesn't get soaked in like fish water. The green one. Good slidey zipper. Properly seamed on the inside. Sealed. Good seam. Good seam. Still has the same branding. I've gotten stuff from Amazon where it was like packs like this where it's two items at the same thing, and the label had a different name on one. I can't remember what it was. It was I think it was dog toys, actually. Yeah, it was that box of dog toys that I got. It was a big box set. It had different types of balls, different chew toys and ropes. I still have some of them left, but the rest have been destroyed because, you know, that's what happens when you have pit bulls and boxers and dumb dogs. Big dummies. But yeah. I like how you can see it, you can't. You can see it, you can't. You can see it, you can't. Yeah, I'm childish. Yeah. Decent packing. Decent work. Another win. I'm gonna take these little carabiners off here because I don't need them. They're just pointless. But as you can see, all the zippers are facing the same direction. None of this one's facing this way, one's facing that way. They're all closed and they're all facing the same direction away from the handle. And that's good because when you have that handle, that's how you zip it. You zip it real good. But another good setup. That's good. I wish I could do the infrared deal, but it still hasn't even shown up. Let's see. No, not that. Let's see. Let's see when we have this. Where's my deal? There it is. Orders. Delivered. Previous expected November. We're sorry for the delay. Yeah, in transit to the next facility. Yeah. Yeah. It's in freaking New York. It's in New York. Metro New York. We're sorry. Yeah. So. But now, whenever it gets here, that's when I'm gonna get it. Yeah, this it's one of those things, you never know. But plenty of good items so far. This I'm gonna have to like take it outside and see if it still buzzes outside when there's nothing nearby. But it seemed to work better when I took out this stupid little ring. So don't know what I'll use this for, but whatever. I'm gonna add on one of my other O-rings to it, one of the thicker ones. But yeah, soon I'll have the ATV here. I'll do the video of that. Gonna do the video of the infrared when it shows up. Whenever it shows up. If it shows up, I don't know. And we'll go from there. But see you guys later.